Hi everyone, my name is Jenkel. I'm here to show you how to avoid POS mistakes. Please ensure to watch this video to the end. If you apply the things I'm going to teach you here today, you will no longer experience shortage in your POS terminal and you will no longer make all those mistakes that lead to those shortages. Please stay to the end. Today I'll show you what you need to do when making card withdrawals, when receiving transfers, and when making transfers. For card withdrawals, never release your cash or your goods to any customer until the transaction is approved. You have to pay attention. Your transaction must be approved before releasing your goods or your cash. You should note that sometimes a transaction might decline whereas the customer is debited. Please, you should pay attention no matter the circumstances. As long as your receipts or your POS output shows declined, never release your cash or your goods to that customer. The customer will get a reversal if the customer is debited for a declined transaction. No matter the pressure, don't ever give in. Don't fall for any kind of trick. Some people will tell you to collect their phone number. When they get the reversal, they will send back the money to you. Don't agree. No customer should go with your cash or your goods for a declined transaction. It is better to be safe. Always advise them to visit their bank and fill a dispense error form. The money will never come back to the POS holder. The money will rather be reversed to the card holder. Number two, no customer should handle your POS terminal for you. Always advise them to input their PIN when their PIN is required and return the terminal to you immediately. It is not the duty of your customer to tear out the POS printout for you. Of course, it's your duty. When their PIN is required during withdrawal, please give them the terminal. Advise them to return it. They shouldn't press the send button for you. They should input the PIN, return it to you. It is your duty to send that transaction and then watch the progress of the transaction. And when it's completed, it is also your duty to tear out the paper and then decide whether the transaction is approved or declined and then give them the goods or the cash. So please, nobody should hold your terminal beyond the period of inputting their PIN, as this is the time they have all the opportunity in the world to manipulate that transaction. But you wouldn't let them do that. Immediately they input their PIN, collect your terminal and watch the progress of that transaction. Number three, don't be in a hurry to count cash. Wait for the transaction to be approved. This is mainly for cash in, cash out agents. You fall into this category. Sometimes customers will come to your shop and make you believe they are in a hurry. And then immediately you send a transaction. While the transaction is still processing, you rush and you hurriedly count the cash that you want to give to the customer. Sometimes at the end of the day, you give them the cash without confirming if the transaction is approved or not. And after the customer has left, you will discover that you had paid them for a declined transaction. In order to avoid this, don't count any cash. In fact, don't touch your money until you've confirmed that the transaction is approved. That's when you count the cash and hand it over to them. Let me tell you one thing. Any customer who comes to your shop and acts excessively in a hurry, that person is a suspect. So please, nothing should put you in a hurry. Always take your time to do your transactions in order to avoid mistakes. For inward transfers, that is the transfer that somebody is sending to you for you to receive and give them your cash or your goods. Here are the things you should do. Number one, you should always provide them with the account number in front of your POS. That account number is structured in such a way that you can be able to confirm if this person making this transfer is the actual owner of that account. This will help you prevent third-party fraud. And then secondly, it will make you be in charge of that transaction. It will make you confirm if actually the money has come in. Please, we'll go into this later, but always ensure that you're only giving them this account number in front of your terminal in order to protect yourself. Then number 2, always ensure that you've received the transfer before releasing your cash or your goods. This is really important because some customers will come to your shop, they will buy something or they would want cash, then they will make this transfer. They will show you debit alert telling you that they've been debited. Some people might even go as far as trying to cause a scene. Some people will try to put fear in you. They will tell you they sent the money, that you should give them the cash or the goods. Please don't release it unless you've received the money there and that you've confirmed that the money is in your account before releasing. So please, this is so important. Showing you their own debit alert is not enough proof that the money would come in. And moreover, sometimes transactions fail. Like the person has sent the money, but along the line, it can fail and the person will get back a reversal. So please, you should never release anything, cash or goods, to any customer just because the person has proven to you that they've made the transfer. You have to wait until you receive it and confirm it in your own account first. For transfers, that is outward transfers, this means the transfer that you're making from your own account to another person's account. This is mainly used by the cash in, cash out agents, and these are the things you need to look out for. Number 1, always ensure that you have collected your cash, counted it, and be sure it is complete before picking up your POS terminal to make that transfer. Never entertain the idea of a customer calling out an account number for you that after you've sent the money, that's when they will give you the cash. Don't accept it. Always collect your cash first. If you've charged the person for that transaction, collect the charge as well. Ensure that everything is complete before picking up your terminal to make that transfer. This will put you on a safer side in case the transaction doesn't drop immediately, because some customers will even insist that they have to receive alerts first before giving you the cash. So in order to avoid all of this, collect your money first before initiating that transfer. And also, if you are the type that transfers money first before collecting the cash, sometimes you discover that you would forget to collect some of this cash from some customers, and at the end of the day, you will run into losses. In order to avoid this, always ensure that you collect your cash first. Collect your charge as well before even picking up your terminal to think of initiating that transaction. Number 2, never give your POS terminal to your customer to input their account number during transfers. Don't do that. They should call out their account number for you while you type in the account number into your POS terminal yourself. On no account should the customers be the one typing in their account number. Please, some people have run into losses because of this, because some of these customers will end up changing the amount that you've typed in. Let's say you wanted to transfer 10,000 to the customer and you give them your terminal, you find out they will add one more zero. They will add one more zero, and once they do that, the 10,000 becomes 100,000. And most of the time, the POS agent would not bother checking again. You will just send it and input your PIN, and the money will go to them. So please, in order to avoid this, let the customers call out their account numbers to you while you initiate the transaction and complete it yourself. Number 3, before you input your PIN to complete a transfer, always ensure to confirm the amount. In fact, you should always ensure to confirm the account name. Not just confirming, call out the account name to your customer for them to confirm it's correct before you input your PIN to complete that transaction. Sometimes your customer might give you a wrong account number for a transfer, but immediately you call out the name to them, they would realize the thing is wrong and they'll be able to correct the account and give you the correct one. So please, always ensure to confirm the amount and also call out the name to your customer for their confirmation before inputting your PIN to complete any transfer transaction. Number 4, always try to collect your customer's phone number for deposit transactions. Sometimes unforeseen circumstances might take place and you would need to reach out to the customers. If you don't have their phone numbers, there's no way you can reach them. So this is the reason why it is better to collect your customers' phone numbers. Statistics show that agents who collect their customers' phone number have a higher opportunity of recovering their money when they make mistakes. So please, in order to be safe, try to collect your customers' phone numbers so that you can reach out to them whenever there's a mistake or whenever there's anything to be corrected. Some people look down on this thing. In fact, most people look down on this, but it is really, really important. It has proven over time to save most agents from losses. Thank you for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Please share this video to everyone you know who has POS. Share it to them so that they will learn as well. Also, make sure all your staff who use your POS terminals watch this video. They must watch this in order to avoid making constant mistakes for you. And together, we'll completely eradicate POS mistakes. See you guys later. Please ensure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you will get more videos like this immediately we post them. Goodbye.